Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball video recap for Sunday, March the 30th. Because of the games that were moved up to earlier in the weekend in an effort to avoid the rain, there are only 8 games played on Sunday. And speaking of rain, we got us a nice downpour in the upstate area. Hopefully it will help to contain some of those wildfires that have been going on. I appreciate all the firemen and others that have been working to help contain those. But anyway, back to the action on the field. Down in San Marcos, Texas, Riley Eichhoff struck out 8 and allowed 1 run over 7 innings as Coastal Carolina beat Texas State 10-3 to win the rubber game of that Sun Belt Conference Series. The Chanticleers improved to 20-8 overall, 6-3 in the Sun Belt. Texas State fell to 15-15 and 4-5. Down in Columbia, USC scored a run in the first inning, and Matthew Becker pitched 3 perfect innings to start the game, but things fell off. The wheels fell off for the Gamecocks after that, and they wound up losing to Tennessee 7-2 to finish off being swept in that SEC series. The Vols improved to 26-2 overall, 8-1 in the SEC. South Carolina fell to 17-12 and 1-8, and the Gamecocks have lost 7 straight. Seemed like every time they got a threat, the Vols would turn a double play or someone else for USC would not be able to produce a hit. It's just more of the same of what's been happening for Carolina for the past few weeks. Elsewhere, T.J. Anderson doubled twice, singled, and scored 2 runs as the Citadel beat Wofford by a score of 7-1 as the Bulldogs captured the final game of that Southern Conference Series. The Citadel improved to 15-14 overall, 3-3 in the SoCon. Wofford dropped to 20-9 and 2-1. In the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, Benedict swept Morehouse on Sunday, the scores of 12-11 and 21-2 to complete a 3-game sweep in that SIAC series. The Tigers got a good performance from Isaiah Canty. He was 4 for 9. He homered in each game, scored 7 runs, and drove in 8. Not a bad day. Elsewhere, Campbell beat College of Charleston by a score of 8-7. The Cougars got out to a big lead early. Charleston fought back and was not able to overtake the Camels in losing the rubber game of that Coastal Athletic Association series. Campbell improved to 13-14, 4-2 in the Coastal. Charleston fell to 15-11 and 3-3. Also in Charleston, Gabe Natividad, Josh Skaransky, and Ethan Wilson all homered as Winthrop beat Charleston Southern 9-6 to salvage the final game of that Big South Conference Series. The Eagles improved to 15-14 overall, 3-3 in the Big South. Charleston Southern fell to 14-11 and 2-7. And in the only other game played on Sunday, Columbus State won over USC Beaufort by the score of 9-6. The Cougars are now 16-15 overall, 7-8 in the Peach Belt. USC Beaufort fell to 4-27 and 1-14. Again, those are the only games played in the state. How about the ACC scores? Boston College beat Pitt 3-2. Duke beat NC State 16-6. Florida State swept a doubleheader from Notre Dame. First game score was 4-2. Second game score was 17-9. Louisville beat California 13-6. Miami beat North Carolina 4-2, and Virginia Tech beat Wake Forest 6-5. In the SEC, several of the series were completed earlier, and here are the only 3 games that were played on Sunday, at least not involving South Carolina. Alabama took a series over Oklahoma with an 8-6 win. Arkansas swept Vanderbilt 7-3, and Kentucky beat Texas A&M. I believe the score was 10-5. It was either 10-5 or 10-6. I forgot to type in the score, but you know how that goes. I have standings for the conferences involving South Carolina schools on the PalmettoStateBaseball.com. They're through Sunday's game. The only ones that I'm not real confident of is the HBCU Athletic Conference. There were a couple of games that are listed as postponed. I'm trusting that they were. But I've got conference standings for the other ones, including Region 10, Junior College, ACC, SEC, Big South, Sun Belt, Coastal, etc., etc. Again, those posted on PalmettoStateBaseball.com. There are no games involving South Carolina varsity teams on Monday. We'll get back to more coverage there, but you can always find coverage of college baseball in South Carolina at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. And I have updates that I'll provide on formerly known as Twitter, on X, under the handle of Palmetto Base. For now, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying thanks for listening and have a great night. God loves you. Bye-bye.